It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Oates in here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from the Superdome. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's deep for Olave. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 85 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Room to run past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A first down throw for Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll get this out wide, and he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. In motion comes Thomas. Second down, Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, they're
to the goal line and in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. Back to throw here to begin the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side, it either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 84 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Lawrence. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. And
they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Get you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Strange in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Taking off, and the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That one taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jaguars will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and receiver Rashid Shaheed set for their next drive. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there. making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw. Lawrence. The outside, complete to Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Etienne ahead out of the pistol. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They put Strange in motion. To throw is Lawrence. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Etienne. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Lawrence now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man. That's Olave. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into half.
In trouble, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
He'll drop to throw. Shaheed with the catch. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25. The tight end, Moreau, is in motion. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Cooks going in motion. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Blake Grupe for the Saints. A field goal try. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Saints have tied it at 17.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. That's on the tackle, Anton Harrison. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And a short pickup past the 25. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half. It has been an intriguing game to this point. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Washington now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll get about 5. Once again, it's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the outside, catch made by Brown. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll try left side with ETN. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it here with ETN. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. In motion comes Thomas. Again, they give it to ETN. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll look to run. It's ETN. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. He'll go again here with Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing now from the gun. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. The tight end Moreau is in motion. They'll run here with Kamara. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Again, it'll be Kamara. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is fourth and goal. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. A dive, and he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Bigsby to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Now Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and if he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the give, this is Kamara. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. Kamara going to try to bull his way in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. Who wants it more? 3rd and a yard. Good blocking, and he's in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. His 2nd TD lead. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4th down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw is Lawrence. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. So
not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. And in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They put Strange in motion. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Kamara. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. A run here with Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.